How much money have you made in this recent crypto rally? What coins are you betting on? Come on, let me know. And I'll share with you some of the coins that the wizards are doing well on. Are you an emotional trader? Where do you rank yourself from 1 to 10? 10 being the Terminator, 1 being an emotional newbie. Do you exercise discipline? Do you use stop loss orders, reward to risk ratios? Have you taken profits during this rally? And finally, would you like to learn from me on how to profit from the greatest dislocation of wealth in human history? If you do, you know what to do. Give me your application right now, LondonReal.tv/DeFi. Seriously, I'll read it myself and it could change the course of your life. All right, going in to questions right now. I really appreciate everybody coming in and everybody throwing these things in. I appreciate your attention to detail here. And again, we'll go Instagram first and then going on Zoom here as well. And it looks like I'm getting a really good question here. Someone says to them, Brian, what's the best way to start trading? How can I actually start my first investment? And I had Robert Kiyosaki in here, who's the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And I had an amazing episode with him. And then I had an amazing episode with his wife, Kim. And she always said something that I never forgot. She said, put a small piece of a trade on in something and get to know what that asset is all about. She said, buy a small amount of gold, or you can go ahead and, in this case, buy a small amount of Ethereum, buy a small amount of Bitcoin. My daughter, Gabriella, was here 2 weeks ago, and she had never owned crypto in her life. She's 17 years old. Afterwards, we got her a hot wallet and she got some Ethereum. And right away, she was like, wow, I can use this. I can order food with that. I can send it to my friends. And you just start getting a really good idea of what these markets are all about. Inside my DeFi Academy, we are all about action, action, action. I love theory. I went to a great institution. I learned a lot about science, and I learned a lot about all of these wonderful concepts in math and physics. But when I worked on Wall Street, it was about pulling the trigger and putting on trades. And that's what we do inside our academy. And that's what we're all about here. So it's a great question. And again, is what we do inside the academy. I've got Andrew Frunglich on Zoom that says, emotional trader. Thank you for your honesty, Andrew. Made most of my money. Paper with some gains taken with Solana. Definitely not a Terminator, but lucky with staying with 8 different common cryptos. Need to establish rules. Andrew, really good stuff there. I appreciate that honesty. Solana has been a popular one with a lot of my students inside the academy. And interesting, you mentioned rules. One of the rules that my students follow is the 10 coin rule. We have a system called the first system, which restricts our trading frequency. We also have something called a 30-day watch list. We also have something called radical transparency, so we can all see exactly what we're doing, so we can be held accountable to all of these things. Andrew, it sounds like you've got everything to start. It sounds like you're doing some of the right things, but without some mentorship and a peer group, you're probably going to do okay as a trader. You'll probably get stopped out. You'll probably have some tough days, and you might have a couple wins. But it feels like what you really need is some structure, some actual teaching when it comes to trading discipline, and then a couple hundred people to do it alongside that are actually making real gains. One of our students this month, she just made $11,000 in trading Bitcoin call options. And she did that because we taught the students how to trade a call option in Module 3 by buying one. So there's a lot of incredible ideas out here and incredible strategies, but you've got to be in the group to know how to do it. And that's what I encourage you to do, Andrew. Again, it's super simple. Go to LondonReal.tv/DeFi, DEFI, submit your application. It's so simple. And again, I would love to read your application and get you involved in this incredible space. Let me get a few more questions here. We got Christian, amazing name here, Maisonneuve via Zoom. Christine, I hope I didn't completely butcher your name here. And you said, have done well the last few months just with basic knowledge, but need to learn in a more structured way. I am not using tools yet. So Christine, again, I really appreciate your question and comment here coming at us from Zoom. Christine, you are like so many people out there. Okay, you've done okay. There's a couple trades are making money. The bull market's here, so you've probably made money on your Ethereum trade. You honestly have to be an idiot not to. You've made a little money on your Bitcoin, great. But can you string that into double-digit gains for 10 years? Like, can you honestly tell me that? You'll probably be like, no, Brian, I probably can't. And that means you'll probably be up in the good years, be down in the bad years, and maybe even lose your entire portfolio of capital. I don't want to see that happen to you. So get the tools, get the structure. You have them available to you right now. There's not many places in the world that teach this in a structured way. we do inside the DeFi Academy. We can show you how to do it. And again, our students are quite literally making this happen as we speak. I shouted out some numbers in the beginning, but I'm just going to shout them out again. I got, Brendan in New Zealand up 68.77% this month on his portfolio with trades on Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana, Cardano. I've got Steve in Europe up 83%. I've got Albert in Singapore up 169.9% on a single trade. Again, they go on and on and on. This is what you need. You need a peer group. You need teaching. That's how you're going to win in the long run. It sounds like you have some basic principles and you're already in on the market, but you got to get to the next level. So I would say find the education, find the peer group. You know where we are when you need us, and I'd love to see you in there as well. I got Manny Koo on Instagram that says, I'm learning so much, man. Great to have you here, Manny. I appreciate you. I got Ghost B-Boy on Instagram. Sounds like Ghost B-Boy, we got some things in common. Says simply, your videos change my mind. We appreciate you, and make sure you keep dancing as well. Paris Olympics 2024 for all the B-Boys and B-Girls. We got Carla Gilyazov on YouTube that says, this is where I need more education, so thank you. Carla, we appreciate having you here. Again, the Academy, we go deep on all this stuff. I look forward to seeing your application. I've got Monica, VVP752 on Instagram. It says, thank you for the tips, Brian. Taxes are a pain. I was an emotional trader, but I quickly learned the lesson listening to Brian and Robert Kiyosaki. Thank you, Monica. You've got to have the emotions here, and they're so hard to learn. No one's teaching this stuff, especially when it comes to crypto and DeFi. You've got a lot of old school people teaching futures trading and maybe stock trading. It's a different game. It's a different animal. These markets are way too volatile for those principles. I think for these markets, you need to have a perspective on crypto and DeFi. Monica, great to have you here. Again, we've got the student track record to prove it. We've got the tools and steps to make it happen. This course starts in a few days, so click the link below. Join us, LondonReal.tv/DeFi. Lastly, we got, I think, Jesus Antonia via Instagram. It says, how can I apply this? This is the first time I'm hearing about it. I'm interested. So, Jesus, if I'm getting your name right, you've got to apply it now. It's not too late. We've got a few months left in 2021, but you've got to have the teaching. You've got to have the peer group. And again, you don't need experience. Join us, apply for the DeFi Academy, links below. Again, we're starting soon. This course is massively oversubscribed. People all around the world looking to be a part of it, and we couldn't be more excited. It's so much fun. I'm so proud of my students. These gains are honestly even better than I expected. And they're using discipline. That's what I respect most about them. This isn't a one-hit wonder. These are people that can repeat this over and over again.